Now, the Ginger and Windsor are going to be absent from tomorrow's Met Gala event in New York, where the most famous and influential people gather annually, or at least they used to. I don't know how relevant it is these days. I wasn't aware of this, Kinsey, but apparently Meghan has a long-running feud with Vogue editor and Met Gala chair Anna Wintour. And she's also not on great terms with Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, certainly not in their friendship circle. One source told the Daily Mail that the couple is reeling and, quote, they have truly lost the plot. I hear she's spiralling badly because she knows nothing is working. The whole thing about her as ever stuff selling out isn't true anymore. I don't think either of them are happy. Kinsey, is it such a big deal that they're not being invited to events like the Met Gala?
I mean, I thought it was incredibly odd that the same year she had multiple seasons of a reality show on Netflix with Love Megan, she wasn't invited to the Emmys. So I do think we're seeing a pattern here of them being rejected by Hollywood. And with this particular scenario, it's fashion's biggest night. Meghan should have pursued this ticket with a vengeance and used this opportunity to launch her influencer app.
I feel so weird hearing, Kinsey Schofield give Meghan advice on what she should do or what she should not do with her life. Meghan, go and get that ticket to the Met Gala with a vengeance, Meghan. Go and do that. I mean, Kinsey, why can't you do that? Because you call yourself a reporter, journalist. I never see you on any red carpet.
Yeah.
I never see her on any blue carpet, whatever you want to call it. I never see her anywhere. But I do see her a lot, in the UK media outlets. I see her on Sky News Australia, owned by Murdoch, whinging about Harry and Meghan every single day with a Hollywood sign at her back. You would think that she's somehow a reporter who is credible in Hollywood, but really she knows nothing. She knows nothing, but every single day she's yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping day after day about Harry and Meghan. I'm fed up with her. I'm fed up with her. Kinsey Schofield, let's be honest. You are not a reporter. You are not someone who's credible. You are nobody to give Meghan any kind of advice because you yourself know nothing. There's something which, of course, I heard from someone who said that if you're making more money than me, then give me advice. If you're not, don't give me advice.
And that's on period. As even we start, if I am...
if I'm making more money than you can't give me advice. You take my advice.
Exactly.
The fact is, Meghan is making more money than Kinsey Schofield. But Kinsey wants to advise Meghan on how to make money. Kinsey, you do that advice upon yourself. If you did, you don't be whinging about Meghan to get some appearance fee money, on Sky News Australia or on GB News. You will not be doing that.
Yeah.
But you're doing that because you are leeching off of Meghan because you depend on her.
Yeah.
Without mentioning her name, you can't make any money. So then how can you give Meghan advice? I mean, you advise yourself.
That's the first thing. You advise yourself before advising
Meghan. Yeah, exactly. If she did do what she thinks, is somewhat that Meghan should do, I believe that Kinsey Schofield will not be moaning about her and Meghan every single day. Yeah.
So
take your own advice.
Exactly. Brian, we have a couple of questions still regarding that. And the media's latest lie is that Anna Wintour
is in a feud
with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and that they have a feud with Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, and his wife Lauren Sanchez. Yeah, I heard that.
This is coming out just before the Met Gala. What do you think about that?
I don't know how many of you are fans of the Met Gala. I even see in my country people posting, pictures or videos of the Met Gala. Are you a fan, Winnie?
I'm a fan.
The Met Gala. You love fashion.
I love to see different artists and even celebrities with the fashions that they come in. Really...
the dresses, all the clothes. You like that so much.
I love that. Yes.
That's not bad. Not bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
So basically, as you said yourself, that the media are creating this so-called feud.
Yeah.
Why are they doing it? Because as you've said, it's before the Met Gala, so they want to try, of course, and attach Meghan's name for some clicks, for
Met
some
Gala.
money, because they want to make money for themselves. And
Yeah.
the only person who's the money maker for them is, of course, Meghan. And without mentioning her name,
Nothing
most
will
of these
fall out.
tabloids will go bankrupt.
True.
So really, I feel like you should say thank you to someone who's feeding you.
Yeah.
For goodness sake, if you're depending on someone to make money or run a living, say thank you. It's the least that you can do, because here they are trying to create feuds, because as Harry even said in Spare, that the business model of the UK media depends on relies on members of the royal family being at odds with each other, and also clearly on creating conflict that we're seeing them doing right now, whereby they're pitting Meghan versus Anna Wintour. Now it's Meghan versus Jeff Bezos and his wife Lauren Sanchez.
Yeah.
And yet you see Winnie, just last year, Meghan and Harry were at a party which was being hosted in honor of Kris Jenner by Bezos and his wife Lauren Sanchez at their home. So if Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are angry at Harry and Meghan, they'll be like, we don't want Harry and Meghan in our house.
Yes.
I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
But Harry and Meghan were there at their home last year.
Their house.
At their house, exactly, last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about you, but I don't think I'll invite someone I'm in a feud with to my home.
Exactly, that's the point.
So here they are once again getting a feud where there is no feud, just for some clicks. That's what they're doing, That's what I can say.
Yeah, and the thing is, after that visit, the media was just creating something negative out of it.
Yeah.
And one thing is, they were at their house. And of course, I cannot invite somebody who I don't want to be around with.
Exactly,
I'm inviting people who I'm comfortable with.
Exactly.
People who I trust.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I understand UK media, because look at what they're doing themselves.
Yeah.
They want to impose themselves upon Harry and Meghan, yet Harry and Meghan don't want them around.
Yeah.
So they're like hoping that Harry and Meghan do the same thing.
The same thing.
And take themselves to places whereby they're not welcomed. And that's just not Harry and Meghan's style. That's not how Harry and Meghan do things.
Yeah.
That's not how Harry and Meghan do things. That's a fact.
Yes, Brian. Who is this insider who is claiming that Meghan's relationship with Anna Wintour has soared to the point of hatred in the recent years? And were they not seen together a couple of months ago when Meghan was in Paris?
Yeah, you reminded me. Yeah, you reminded me of that yourself.
Yes.
Meghan was actually with Anna, just a couple of months ago in Paris. Yeah, they were seen together. And don't forget, UK media, I remember, got very angry
with that.
at Meghan going to Paris, at being with Anna Wintour. So they're very, very angry when they see Meghan with this, people who are influential. I understand their anger, because also they do want to see Harry and Meghan isolated. Yeah. So you make a very, very good point. She was with Meghan last year, and they looked very, very friendly. Happy. And also, Anna Wintour is someone who's on record defending Meghan from lies which the farm has spread about Meghan. Yeah, so I can't forget that. That was a very, very good, reminder to remind me of. She was with Meghan last year. So here in this, what they're claiming, that Anna Wintour and Meghan somehow have a sour relationship over recent years. Yeah. Yet just last year, a few months ago, they were seen together. So I love that. Even despite UK media lying about Meghan, I love how the truth always comes out. And we have facts on our side. We have the truth on our side. UK media don't have that. It's no wonder why they keep on lying about Meghan every single time. Yeah.
So as the quote goes, love always wins. Here we can say truth always
prevails.
Exactly.
So
Alison Boshoff has claimed that Anna loves the royal family, and she hated how Harry and Meghan handled their exit from the firm. What was the problem with that, Brian?
How they handled the exit from the firm. So Alison Boshoff is the person who actually came up with this, whole lie. She's not so close to Meghan. She's someone who works for the Daily Mail. So she doesn't have any kind of information, about Meghan. She said that Anna Wintour loves the royal family and that she didn't like how Harry and Meghan handled the exit from the farm. Basically, once again, they're putting their own feelings of how they feel and then projecting it onto people like Anna Wintour. Yeah. People who are influential, and they're like, they feel the same way. They don't feel the same way. Because Anna Wintour is someone who, even when UK media were complaining, Meghan sent emails at 5 a.m. in the morning, she defended Meghan. She was like, she's a California girl. It's what she does. She's hardworking. She defended Meghan. That's the true reality of everything. She didn't are stepping and supported the royal family in lying about Meghan. And once again, what you're seeing here is the complaint of many carnival or so-called experts who are still angry that Prince Harry and Meghan fled the UK, and they're projecting it onto others. They're like, you're also angry, right? Like we are. How they handled their exit from the farm. I mean, what did they want Harry and Meghan to do? What did they want Harry and Meghan to do? How did they want them to leave the firm? Because even Harry and Meghan fled the farm, and they stepped back as senior members of the royal family, and they kept quiet for an entire year. UK media every single day attacked Harry and Meghan, non-stop. I mean, what did they want? It's clear they never ever wanted Harry to leave, but they never ever expected that he would live with Meghan, but they didn't want Meghan to leave. It happened, and it's their fault. It is high time that instead of blaming Meghan, blaming Harry for leaving, that they accept their own accountability, that it's their fault that Harry and Meghan fled the UK, and stop projecting their own feelings onto others and say, this is how Anna Wintour feels. No, this is how you feel, Alison Boshoff, not Anna Wintour. Don't put words into her mouth that she's never ever uttered and say that she feels this way. No. She's not you, Alison Boshoff. She doesn't spend all day making money for someone that she doesn't, that you don't like. Like what, Alison Boshoff is doing basically. While spreading these lies and creating feuds where there are none. It's like, basically, Meghan fled the UK to also kind of live this life whereby she's being pitted as a scapegoat all the time. Now she's in America, she's been pitted against other Americans, other people in fashion, even someone who she's friends with, they're pitting her against, a friend of hers. I mean, it's all designed to destroy the friendships and relationships that Meghan has forged in America. And honestly, I can't stand it. I really cannot stand seeing this.
Still, they also claim that Meghan is spiraling as bridges continue to be burnt between them and their famous pals, and that Meghan knows nothing is working, and that as ever isn't selling out. Brian, what do you think about that?
If they want to believe their own lies, let them believe it. Because Alison Boshoff just wants to believe her own lies. She also said that somehow Meghan and Harry aren't happy. Of course, that's the biggest desire of the UK media. To paint that Harry and Meghan fled the UK and they are not happy outside of the royal fold. I mean, they can't be happy inside the royal fold because they were never happy there. If they were happy there, they would never have left. But they were miserable there, and that's why they left. To Alison Boshoff, I know you don't like to hear this, but life in the royal fold was miserable for Harry and Meghan. There's nothing happiness about life in the royal fold. And you lot have basically contributed to that. That reality. That you can't be happy in the royal fold. You can only be happy if you leave. So the fact is, Harry and Meghan have done well, despite all the obstacles that are being placed in their way by the firm and UK media. What they've achieved right now, they own their own home, pay their own bills, pay for their own security. They've been able to fund their own lifestyle for more than 6 years now. After they fled the UK, already, in my book, Harry and Meghan have excelled, and they've made millions in America that they never ever would have made in the UK. That's a fact. In the Byline Times piece, they said that Charles was giving Harry like roughly $700,000 a year. That's like, maybe, let's even say $1 million a year. Harry has made like more than 100 million in America, both he and Meghan. That's even if Harry was to stay in the royal family for the next like 100 years, it would the money that of course he would have made in the UK, would never ever be more than what is made in 6 years in America. So that tells you a different tale. I know that UK media are so hell-bent in saying Harry and Meghan have failed, but that's because they say it doesn't mean it's true. It's true. Because if they failed, then of course UK media, what do they want? To see them coming back with a tail between their legs as failures. And then they take Harry back. Make him miserable, make him leave his wife, make him leave his children. That's what they want from Prince Harry. And you know what? God forbid, I hope that they never ever succeed in the evil plans they have against Harry and Meghan, because Harry and Meghan are a beautiful couple, and Archie and Lily Diana deserve to have both parents living under the same roof. And as ever, it's doing well. It's doing well, and I know that it's hard for them to admit it, but it's doing well. And I know that very soon Meghan will go international, and that is one of the biggest fears of many of these so-called royal experts who even have seen them saying, Meghan, Don't market your products. Don't market as ever. I've seen them saying that. Just imagine you're building a brand. Someone's telling you, don't do marketing.
Now they want to advise me what to do with my products.
Exactly, with as ever. And yet, that's what you need to do to keep on growing. But they don't want Meghan to do that. Why? Because they want to see her failing. They want to see Meghan, not succeeding. Because they promised their readers and viewers that Harry and Meghan will fail, then they're going to come back. It's 6 years later. They haven't come back. They're living in their own mansion in Montecito, having their own home, paying their own bills. Meghan can travel wherever she wants to travel to. She was in Chicago over the weekend. She can go wherever she wants to go to. And I feel like freedom is what truly matters. That is so important. And I hope that nobody ever takes away the freedom that Harry and Meghan now enjoy being away from the royal fold.
And as you were talking, so many tabs opened and so many things crossed my mind. Number one, you've talked about the products, and I remember you did a video of reviewing one of products from Meghan.
As ever.
How were they?
Very good, very good. I think that any single person would love as ever. Honey, flower sprinkles, ginger, everyone will love what Meghan created. And I feel like if every single person got a taste of it, they will just love it.
Including you.
Including myself. I love it personally. So it's very good. And what Meghan has created is very special. And there are those who seek to destroy that special thing that she's created for herself because they want to see her back in the UK putting up with their insults and abuse. And Meghan is not going back to that life.
Exactly. And still another thing, as you were talking, I was thinking to myself that you mentioned about independence. And even Meghan, from a young age, she knew how to stand up for herself. She knew how to even, make money herself. So this what she's doing.
Very important. I don't want to see Meghan have to go through what she went through back in the UK by Charles with a billion that tells Meghan there's no money for you here. I never want Meghan to go through that again. And I feel like even Meghan herself and Harry himself don't want to go through that again. So that's why they'll keep on working, because we've seen the UK media don't like seeing Harry and Meghan getting any commercial deals, right? When Alison speaks about bridges burned. The UK media the ones who want to burn those bridges. And that's why they're always creating feuds where there are none because they want to divide Prince Harry and Meghan from people who support them or from people who they think may end up supporting Harry and Meghan in the future because they're afraid. Because the more Harry and Meghan make more deals, the more business Harry and Meghan do in America, the more Prince Harry and Meghan are not coming back. That's why even yesterday I just spoke about the thing. They're still targeting that deal Harry and Meghan have with Netflix every single day because they don't want to see Harry and Meghan making more money. They know that the more money Harry and Meghan make, the more Harry and Meghan will keep on being financially independent, and that is one of the biggest fears of the UK media. They don't want to see Harry and Meghan continue being financially independent. And for me, I'm like, that is important. That has to keep on happening. Harry and Meghan must be able to fund themselves, pay their own bills. That way, they don't have to tolerate this disrespect that UK media want them to put up with.
They're totally making their own rules.
Exactly.
Living by their own rules. So the last question of our joint segment today, Kinsey demands that Meghan goes searching for that Met Gala ticket with a vengeance to promote herself.
I laugh because UK media are the ones who complain. They say that Meghan is someone promoting herself when she posts anything on Instagram. Now they're like, Meghan, promote yourself.
Go for that Met
Go
Gala.
to the Met Gala and promote yourself. I mean, can they stick to one thing? I mean, UK media have so many different narratives that they don't even understand what they're talking about because they lie so many times. Winnie. There's a thing that goes like this: that a lie has so many variations, but the truth has one. The truth. That's it.
You're getting another quote today, guys.
So a lie has many variations, but the truth only has one. The truth. And UK media come up with many lies that they can't even figure out what is what is what. But Harry and Meghan have shared the story, told their own truth about what they've gone through, which is the truth. And UK media spend the time coming up with many lies to kind of cover up or rewrite what Harry and Meghan have said to fit their own version. And we can't allow them to succeed with what they're doing. That's why, of course, we talk about these issues, these topics, because if we keep quiet, it's like we are allowing UK media to rewrite history, and we can't allow that to
can't
happen.
allow
We
that.
cannot
Yeah.
allow that to happen.
Yeah.
You know, you may end up in the future seeing that we treated Meghan well. I mean, I'm like, what?
When?
You may end up saying that stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, we've already had that from some kind of political experts who are like, we welcome Meghan, we treated her well. Yet they want us to forget that Harry had to issue a statement condemning racism against his then girlfriend Meghan, and just a few days after their relationship became public. So we can't allow them to write history. That's why we have to keep on discussing this. You know, we have to keep on talking about this. I even told those who are watching, in my channel, in our channel, that we can't allow them to be able to rewrite history, because I know how the farm is good with UK media at rewriting history. We can't allow them to succeed. You know, so Kinsey makes stuff up time and time again. She's never invited to any red carpet. She's nobody who has any knowledge about what Meghan is doing. She is nobody to tell Meghan to give Meghan financial advice. Yet she's there leeching off of Meghan. I mean, come on, give me a break. Kinsey of all people. You know, at least let someone who has more money than Meghan give Meghan advice. But not someone like Kinsey Schofield, who honestly, depends on Meghan, on the smear campaign to make money off of Meghan. You know, that's why even when I hear her trying to give Meghan advice on what to do, I'm like, I feel like I feel cringe, really.
Yeah,
so
I can understand the first like,
like Kinsey, keep quiet. I mean, you're nobody to tell Meghan what to do. You're nobody. So Kinsey should know her role and just keep quiet. So that's what I can say, Winnie. And what do you think? On your opinion?
Yeah, I also feel the same. Nobody has the power to advise Meghan
on what to do, really. On what to do in terms of even business. She's already done well herself, and she's doing it all. Remember, with obstacles being put in her way by the UK media.
Exactly.
Remember, it's only Meghan who, even in the middle of a business, when she's doing business, whereby she felt so many, attacks, negative press, constantly attacking. Even I've seen UK media attacking her bookmarks, attacking her flour sprinkles, attacking her honey, attacking her jam.
I've seen avocado.
Even how she's of an avocado. So Meghan has to deal with all of this while having to keep on, of course, working. So praise her for her spirit, praise her for her resilience. At least, she's done really, really well with what is placed in a way, with the obstacles being put in a way. Meghan has done really, really well, and I applaud her in what she has done. May God bless her heart. And
may her light continue shining bright.
Yeah, that's what I can say. So really, someone who hates on Meghan cannot give Meghan advice. Someone who hates on Meghan can never give Meghan advice, because we also know for a fact that UK media are the ones who want to destroy Meghan. So it's like when they tell you to do something, just do the opposite.
So sad.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Winnie.
You're welcome. And we have come to the end of our Jane segment for today. I hope you really enjoyed, and thank you for even staying through the end of this video, and see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.